In this video, I'll be going through the Music Theory Sample Paper 2020 Grade 1. Okay, so let's first start off with section 1, which is the rhythm section. So in section 1.1, you're asked to circle the correct time signature for each of these bars. Okay, so for grade 1, right, basically the time signatures that are tested are 2, 4, 3, 4, and 4, 4 times. So you'll count the notes in terms of crochet beats. So find out how many crochet beats there are in one bar, and from there you'll be able to determine the time signature. Alright, okay, so let's do it. So this is one crochet beat. 2 quavers equals to 1 crochet. So this is another crochet beat. This is the third crochet beat, and this is the fourth crochet beat. So 4 crochets beat in a bar. So the time signature is 4 4 time. Okay, next, let's look at this. So this quaver plus a dot is equals to a quaver plus a semi-quaver. Okay, so this is the same as this one here, this two. So it's basically a dotted quaver plus a semi-quaver. So a dotted quaver is a quaver plus a semi-quaver. Then here you have another semi-quaver. So 2 semi-quavers equals to a quaver. So 2 quavers equals to a crochet. So this is equals to the crochet. Okay, so in my course on how to tackle the ABRSM exam, I've provided the link below. I do share with you what are the common type of combination of notes you will see in the ABRSM music theory exam and what is the note value. So do check it out if you are interested. Link in description below. Coming back to this, okay, this we have talked about is equals to a crochet beat. This is another crochet beat. So 2 crochet beats in a bar, so it's 2 4 time. Okay. Now, you have a dotted crochet plus a quaver. So this is 2 crochet beats or a minimum beat. Okay, followed by another crochet beat. So total 3 crochet beats in a bar. So it's 3 4 time. Okay, next, let's move on to 1.2. So in 1.2, you're asked to add 1 missing bar line to each of these 5 melodies. Okay, so this is 2 4 time. So in other words, 2 crochet beats in a bar. So 1 crochet beat here. 4 semi-quavers equals to 1 crochet beat. 2 quavers make another crochet beat. So 2 crochet beats already put a bar line. 1 minimum is 2 crochet. So correct, you have 2 crochet beats in a bar here as well. Moving on to B, so we need to draw a bar line for this. So this is in 3 4 time. So in other words, 3 4 time means that there are 3 crochet beats in a bar. So 1 crochet beat, 2 crochet beats, 2 quavers make a crochet. So 3 crochet beats, put a bar line here. So dotted crochet plus a quaver, which is 2 crochets. So 2 crochets, 3 crochets. So correct, 3 crochet beats in this bar here. Part C, you have 4 4 time. So in 4 4 time, we have 4 crochet beats in a bar. So now we already have 2 crochet beats. Okay, because of this minimum, then 3 crochet beats, 4 crochet beats. So I'll put a bar line here. Next, let's count 1 crochet beat, 2 crochet beat, then 3 4. Okay, total 4 crochet beats in a bar. Next, let's look at part D. So you have a dotted crochet followed by a quaver. So this is a 2 crochet beats, right? So I'll put a bar line here because 2 4 time is 2 crochet beats in a bar. So let's check whether I have 2 crochet beats here as well. So this is equals to 1 crochet beat. And this is another crochet beat. So why is this 1 crochet beat? Okay, this is equals to 1 quaver and 2 semi-quavers. 2 semi-quavers is equals to a quaver and 2 quavers make up a crochet. So therefore, this is a crochet beat. So 1 crochet beat, 2 crochet beats. So yes, correct, 2 crochet beats in this bar as well. Next, let's move on to E. So in E is 3 4 times. So I need to look for 3 crochet beats in a bar. So this is 1 crochet beat. We have talked about it here. Okay. In this question. So this is 1 crochet beat. Okay. Then another crochet beat here. 2, 3. So put a bar line here. So next, let's check whether there's 3 crochet beats here. 1 crochet beat here, 2 crochet beats here, and 3 crochet beats here. So yes, this is 3 4 time. Okay. Next, let's move on to this. So how many quavers are there in a dotted minimum? So I know that in a crochet, there are 2 quavers. Okay, and a dotted minimum is equals to 3 crochets, right? So 3 crochets will be equals to 6 quavers. Part B, how many crochets are there in a semi-brief? This is a semi-brief, this is a crochet. So 4 crochets make a semi-brief. So the answer is 4. Next, 1.4, you're asked, tick 1 box to show which bar is grouped correctly. So in other words, right, to do this question, we will group them beat by beat. okay, in terms one crotchet beat by one crochet beat. So this is the first crochet beat. All of them are correct. Next, second crochet beat. So we have semiquavers, right? And we have 4 of them. So they should be grouped together. So this, they are not grouped together. So this is out. Same for this. This 4 semiquavers make up the second crochet beat. And they should be grouped together. So this is wrong. So this is right because this is the second crochet beat. And they are all grouped together. And this is the third crochet beat. And they are grouped together. So this is correct. Moving on to 1.5. In 1.5, you're asked to tick across each box to show whether the rest are correct or incorrect. So for this type of questions, right, there are 2 things you need to check. Firstly, is the rest of the correct note time value, and secondly, is it grouped correctly? So now we have 4 time, right? Okay. So if you have 4 time, okay, let's take a look at this. I have 1 crochet beat, 2 crochet beats. So I still need 2 more crochet beats. So if there are a rest, it should be this rest here at the bottom, not at the top. This is a full bar rest or a 4 crochet beat rest. So this is wrong. Okay. Now, next, let's move on to the next bar. This is 2 crochet beats. This is the 3rd crochet beat. This is the 4th crochet beat. So it's correct. Here, 1 crochet beat, 2 crochet beat. This is the 3rd crochet beat. So this rest did not cross between any crochet beat. So this is correct. Okay, and also this is 4th crochet beat. So, and because we have 3 semiquavers, so we need 1 more semiquavers in order to make a crochet beat. So yes, it is a semiquaver rest. So this is right. Okay, so we have done with 1.5. Now let's move on to 1.6. So in 1.6, you are asked to tick one box which shows the 4 notes written in order from the shortest to the longest value. So we know that we have this semiquavers. Okay, this one is a dotted quaver, and then semi-brief. So semi-brief is 4 crochet beats. This one is 2 crochet beats. This one is 3/4 of a crochet beat. And this one is 1/4 of a crochet. So the smallest is this, followed by this, then this, and this. So this is the correct answer. Okay, in part 2 on pitch, very often it involves knowing the notes. Okay, so now, what is this? So this has a key signature. This is F. This is F sharp. So this is basically F sharp. Okay, this note is F. Okay, no key signature, so don't worry. There's a sharp here, and this is your middle C. So this is C sharp. This note is A, this note is B flat, this note is G, and this is E. Okay? Okay, in 2.2, you're asked to take the lower note of each pair. So remember, whenever you have flat, natural, and sharp of the same note, this is the highest, and this is the lowest. Okay? So flat is lower than natural, natural is lower than sharp. So natural is lower than sharp. Same note, natural is lower. So this is the lower note. Okay, same note, the flat is lower. So this is lower. Flat is lower. Natural is lower than sharp. Okay, so that is how you do question 2.2. It's quite easy, right? Just remember, flat is the lowest, followed by natural, then sharp. Okay, next, let's 2.3, tick the correct clef needed to make each of these named notes. So this, you want G. So if it's treble clef, it will be E. So it is bass clef. So that is G. So this one is treble clef because if it's bass clef, it will be G. This, you should be very familiar. This one must be bass clef, so that is middle C. Okay, in order for this to be B flat, it should be a bass clef because if it is a treble clef, it will be G flat. Okay. So section 3, keys and scales. So tick one box to show the correctly written key signature of F major. So F major has B flat, right? Okay, and you don't write the B flat here, you write it here. So this is correct. The rest are not B flats. Okay. Here, so for key signature, right, you need to write the flat or the sharp at a particular location. Okay, you cannot change. So it must be this B flat. Next, 3.2, tick one box to show the correctly written key signature of D major. So D major has F sharp and C sharp, and the F sharp must be this for treble clef, and the C sharp is this. So this one is the correct one. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong because although this is also F sharp and C sharp, for your key signatures, it must always be this F sharp. Okay. Alright, let's move on to 3.3. So in 3.3, you're asked to tick 3 boxes to show which notes need an accidental to create a melody in G major. So we know G major has F sharp. In other words, you need to tick F, okay, because they need a sharp. So this is G, this is F, so you need a sharp. G, D, G, this is F, so you need a sharp. G, A, D, then this is F again, so you need a sharp here. And this is G. Okay. Okay, 3.4, tick 2 boxes to show 2 pairs of notes in the scales which are a semitone apart. So this is a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So for a major, so you have a semitone from the 3rd to the 4th note and from the 7th to the 8th or the 1st note. So this is ascending, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or you can call this the 1st note. Okay, so the 3rd to the 4th note is a semitone apart, the 7th to the 8th or the 7th to the 1st note is a semitone apart. Okay, so you put the ticks here. Okay, next let's move on to 3.5, true or false for each statement. So A, there is one flat in the key signature of F major, which is correct because F major has B flat, so true. There is one sharp in the key signature of D major, it is false because D major has F sharp and C sharp. This is the second degree of the scale G major. So G, the second degree is A, and because G major only has F sharp, A is just A. So this is the note A, so it is true. Okay, this is the 4th degree of the scale of F major. So F major, F, G, A, B. But F major has B flat, right? Its key signature has B flat. So instead of B, you should have B flat. So this B should be a flat. It's not B. So it is false. Okay, moving on to question 3.6. Tick 1 box to show the correctly written scale of G major ascending. So to do such a question, right, first thing you first check, do you start and end off with G? So no, this one is B. So this is out already. This is G, start and end with G, correct? Start and end with G. Next, you check G major has F sharp. Just one sharp, F sharp. So you check whether the F has sharp. This is A sharp. No, F sharp is here. Okay, so this is wrong. So this one, F sharp, yes. So this is the correct answer. Okay, next, circle true or false. This is the scale of C major descending. So we first check whether it starts and ends with C. Yes, it did, and it is descending. Next, C major got what key signature? It has nothing, right? So no flat, no sharp, but we see a flat here. So this is wrong. So it is false. Okay, 3.8. So cross the 2 incorrect notes in the following scale. So this is D major descending. So D major, you have F sharp and C sharp. So let's first start off by checking the first and the last note. They should be D. So this is D, but this is D sharp is wrong. Okay. Next, I need F sharp and C sharp. So this is C sharp, this is correct. But F, there's no sharp, so this is wrong. So these are the 2 incorrect notes of the D major descending scale. Now that we have completed the section on keys and scales, let's move on to the next section, section 4 of your grade 1 ABRSM online music theory exam, which is on intervals. Okay, so now for each example, write one note to form the named interval. Your note should be higher than the given note. The key is D major. So D, D, E. Okay, so before I do that, I want to write out the key signature for D. So I have F sharp and C sharp. So all F or C must be a sharp. Okay, so now I have D. The 4th note is G. D, E, B, D, E, F, G. So I put G here. No need sharp because it's not F, it's not C. Then second is here E, D, and E. Okay, no sharp as well. Then 8th, D to D. 5th, it's A. And 6th is B. So that's how you do this. Okay. Moving on to 4.2. So tick 1 box to show the correct number of each interval. The key is C major. So let's go C, then D, then E. So 1, 2, 3. So it's a third. C to C, 8th. Okay. 1 octave apart. So it's 8. Okay. C to F, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4th. Next, C to B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7th. C to G, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the fifth. Okay, let's move on to the next section, which is on tonic triads. So you're asked to circle true or false for each statement. So this is the tonic triad of G major. So it starts off with G, G, B, D. Then G major has F sharp, so not relevant here. So this is true. Okay, next, let's look at B. This is the tonic triad of F major. So, it starts off with C. It should be F, right? So this is false. Next, this is the tonic triad of D major. D major tonic triad is D, F sharp, and A, not B. So it should be this note here. So this is false as well. Moving on to 5.2, add one missing note to complete each triad with the tonic as the lowest note. Use accidentals if necessary. So this is F, the lowest note. Then you should have A and C. F major only have B flat, so you don't need to put any accidentals here. D major, so it should have D, F sharp, and A. So put in D here. C major is C, E, and G. Okay, so I've completed the tonic triads, the missing note to form the tonic triads. Next, let's move on to 5.3, where you're asked to circle the correct key for each tonic triad. So this one is F, A, C, so it's F major. G, B, D, so it's G major. D, F sharp, A, D is the lowest note, so it's D major. Then C, E, G, so it's C major. Okay. Next, let's move on to terms and signs. So for terms and signs, basically just memorized, okay, the list that is tested, okay. So now staccato means it is detached. Decrescendo means gradually getting quieter, okay. Adagio means slow. MPM is moderately, so P is quiet, so moderately quiet. This is a metronome sign, which means 120 crochet beats in a minute. So this one is correct. Okay, the last section is on music in context, where you're given a piece of melody and you need to answer the questions that follow. Okay, in 7.1, you're asked to circle true or false. The melody gradually gets louder towards the end. So towards the end, you have a diminuendo. So it actually gets softer or quieter towards the end. So it is false. Okay, next, 7.2, take the bar number that contains all the notes of the tonic triad C major. So the tonic triad of C major has C, E, and G. So let's look for a bar that has C, E, G. So this one is C and B, so it's out. C, B, A, G, E. So you have C, E, G. So bar 2. Okay, bar 5, let's look at bar 5. G, F, E, D, D. Okay, don't have C, E, G, so it's out. 5 is wrong. 6, F, E, D, C, D. No, so it is bar 2. Okay, moving on to 7.3, you are asked to complete the following 3 sentences by ticking one box for each. The longest note in the melody is, okay, so you know this is a minim, this is a semi-brief, crochet, and dotted minim. So this is 1 crochet beat, this is 2 crochet beats, this is 3 crochet beats, this is 4 crochet beats. So this one is the longest. Let's check whether they are semi-briefs. Yes, I see in bar 8. So the longest note is the semi-brief. Bar 1 has the same pitch as, so let's look at bar 1 is C, B. Okay, this is exactly the same notes in bar 7. So same pitch as bar 7. Okay, or you can do it this way. You check bar 4. This is D and G, different. You check bar 5. G, F, E, D, D, totally different. 7 is the same. 8, only one note. Okay, don't have this note. So 8 is also out. C, the letter name of the highest note of the melody is, so if you want to look for the highest note, you go up. The higher up the music staff, the higher the note. So here, the highest note is C. Anything higher than C? Yes, you have D here. Next, G is higher. This is the highest, G, then F. So the highest note here is G. So the answer for the highest note in the melody is G. Okay, and we have completed the grade 1 sample paper. So you have interested in how to do or how to do these questions step by step. So I provide tips and tricks on how to do these questions easily for your grade 1 ABRSM music theory. So if you have interested, do check out my course, link in description below.